Hey guys, how are you doing? Today I want to make a video about a small survival kit that everybody can put into their cars. And this is really a very minimalistic approach. So you should really have more than this in your car. But when it comes down to the bare minimum, this small survival kit will contain anything which is needed to bring you through a short-term wilderness survival situation. And I'm talking about 2 to 3 days in the wilderness. So let's say you live in a remote area and your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere, nobody else is coming. So in that kind of situation, you at least want to have a minimalistic kind of survival kit like this one here. But this is only the bare minimum, so you always want to have more survival items in your car. You want to have jumper cables, you want to have a first aid kit, you want to have sleeping bags or wool blankets, maybe a big tarp, more cordage and so on, maybe a bigger saw. So with more gear you will make a camping situation out of a survival situation. But still I want to create this small survival kit because what I've learned is that I had a lot of stuff in my car, but then I always removed it because I had to transport other things, and then I never put the survival stuff back in my car. So you know how it goes. Okay, next I want to let you know that this kit here is especially designed for wilderness survival. It's not for urban survival, although you can take some of the items for urban survival as well. But if you want urban survival, you have to add a few other items to make a good kit. So this is wilderness survival only. Yeah, and then for the casing I've taken this can, and this is a tin can from Amy's dog food that I cleaned out, and I've ordered this plastic lid on Amazon. It was really cheap. And yeah, first of all, you can see this is a simple and cheap headlamp. Yeah, also I want to mention that I'm not using the most expensive gear inside of here, because the most expensive gear I'm going to keep at home in my bug-out bag. So here I'm just using cheaper gear, which is still good, but in case if my car burns down, or if somebody steals my car, or if somebody breaks into my car and steals out the stuff, I'm not losing a lot of high value items. So I'm not going to put like a $300 knife in here. I'm going to use the cheaper stuff, which is still okay. So this lamp here was maybe 15 bucks or something. So if I lose this one, the loss is not, you know, that high. And this runs with 3 AAA batteries. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. It's pretty bright also. And this is also why I've chosen this headlamp, because it was so cheap. I believe it only cost like 15 bucks or something. So yeah, it runs with standard AAA batteries, and you want to have a headlamp because you want to have both of your hands free when you're working on your car or when you have to survive in the wilderness. And I've placed it on top of the survival kit because I want to be able to reach it quickly, because every 2 months or so I'm going to change out the batteries. Okay, the next here we have some 550 paracord. Yeah, I don't think I have to mention that it has like 7 strands at the inside. So it's multi-purpose and a great thing to have. Then I have this tea light candle in a plastic bag, because inside of the car it's going to get really hot. And I don't want any of the bags to melt inside of my coffee can. Then I got more small cordage. I have a little bit of this aluminum foil. Yeah, this is really multi-purpose, so you can use it to catch some water, you can use it to cook some food, you can make a quick and dirty Faraday cage for your phone, for example. So yeah, many uses for aluminum foil. Then next I got this signal mirror, which has a hole at the inside. I keep it in this plastic bag so it doesn't get scratched. Yeah, you can use it for signaling or for checking injuries on your back or in your face. Then here I have a standard fishing kit with multiple hooks and fishing line and weights, sinkers, swivels. So if you are only like 1 or 2 days in the wilderness, you probably will not start to fish. But in case it's going to be a longer survival situation, who knows? So it doesn't hurt to have a fishing kit inside of your can. Yeah, then I got this here. This is for emergencies. This here is a toilet paper puck. And once you make it wet, it expands and then you have a really nice cloth. You can use it for hygiene or for other things. Yeah, then we got a small compass for navigation. And this is the smallest needle compass that I could find. So it's a true needle compass, not a button compass. And you can use it for getting your bearings, a little bit of navigation as well, but it's not as accurate as a more expensive compass, of course, but for general direction, it's fine. Okay, then we got a signal whistle. It's a pretty loud one, and it comes with a string, so you can wear it around your neck. Okay, next we have this water filter here. Now, I don't know if it's a problem if you store this inside of your car, if the inside of your car gets really hot. So maybe somebody knows about this, but I still want to leave it in my car for emergencies. But if this is not working, then I can always use my can here to boil water. So we have 2 ways of making water safe to drink. First the filter, second the can. Okay, then in here I have a knife that I've had for a long time. It's a neck knife called Rowan Isula. It has a paracord wrap, and this is going to be enough for small survival tasks, carving, cutting, making, I don't know, a spear for self-defense. You can gut a fish, cut some rope. So it's not a heavy-duty survival knife for chopping and for batoning, but still, it's a really good knife, which will aid you in a survival situation. So this is really just a backup knife, and you should always have a bigger, more sturdy knife with you in your get-home bag anyway. Yeah, then very classic, we have a fire steel. And this also comes with some cordage. It's some mini paracord or something. Then we got a sewing kit. Now, I don't think that you will have to sew something, but I added this sewing kit for the needle. And needles are important, so you can get out some splinters out of your hand in case you're working with wood. So yeah, this is in here for first aid. Then we got some more black cordage. I believe this is bank line. Next I've added some wire, and this is what I will be using for the handle of this can. So in case of an emergency, let's say I have to boil some water, then I will punch through 2 holes into the can and attach some wire so I can carry the can as a container, but also so that I can place it into the fireplace. Okay, then we have this emergency poncho, and this emergency poncho is green, it is silver at the inside, and it comes with a hoodie. Okay, then I got a little bit of more cordage, and I've used some shrink tube for the ends, and this cordage you can use for shoelaces, bootlaces, but also if it's raining, you can put on the survival poncho. And then you take this cordage and use it like a belt, and this way the poncho will stay close to your body. Yeah, then we have a small pencil. We have a little bit of duct tape. So let's say you have a hole in your window, then you can use the duct tape to repair it, or you can use it for other things. So duct tape is always great, and apparently it's also a great fire starter. Yeah, and last but not least, we have this emergency bivouac sack. I would not use it like this, but I would cut it open and use it as a lean-to shelter, because building shelters, it's taking so much time. And with natural materials, it's really hard to get them waterproof, and it takes so long. So with a small bivouac sack, like with this one here, You can make a quick and dirty lean-to shelter. You use this as a roofing material, and then you should be good even if it's raining. Then also you could use the poncho and make a small shelter for the fireplace. So here we have 2 shelters or 1 shelter and 1 poncho. So as you can see, this is a very minimalistic kit, but in a survival situation, it will definitely help you out surviving a wilderness survival situation. Okay, I still have some space left, and I'm going to add some stormproof matches because I only have 1 fire steel in here, so in case I'm losing it or in case it's really pouring down, the fire steel might not work. So stormproof matches are great. So yeah, that's really good. Now I close this can. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, and I'm going to tuck this survival kit now underneath the passenger seat of my car. And also, if you are interested in this small kit here, this is a kit that is always worn on the body, so it goes into your pockets, whether it's the jeans or the pockets of your jacket, and it should always be worn if you go into the wilderness. So if you go for a hike, for example, and you leave your car behind, so this is going to stay in your car. But if you just want to go for a hike, but still you get lost in the forest, then you still got a small survival kit on you. And if you want to see the contents of this survival kit, I will drop you a link into the description below. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I really want to thank you for watching. And yeah, if you want to see more wilderness survival kit videos, then make sure that you are subscribing to my channel.